Hello, friend, and welcome to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Janet Cagle, certified life coach, business strategist, and lover of all things related to up-leveling my life and yours. My goal is to help you experience a mind shift that gets you one step closer to your goals, whatever they are. My goal is not to keep you wrapped up in self-help all day, just 10 minutes. And who doesn't have 10 minutes, right? Hello, friends, and welcome back to the podcast. I am so glad you are here because I have a special treat for you. My analytics tell me that my audience loves to hear about abundance and would love more tools to creating more abundance, and so that is what I have for you today. This is episode 27 and 10 steps to raising your vibration. I have 10 actionable things that you can start weaving into your daily life today that will help you raise your vibration and get on the frequency that creates, invites, and attracts more abundance into your life. So here we go. You are creating, inviting, and attracting the results into your life every day by the way that you think, by the way that you feel, and the actions that you take as a result of the way you think and feel. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that this isn't new. If you're new to me, your brain may have just exploded, but hang with me, it's all good. If you want to attract amazing results and mind-blowing levels of abundance into your life, you must tune into a higher vibration. What does that even mean? When I first heard about this, it sounded like hokey pokey, but stick with me. When you feel a feeling, it vibrates in your body, for real. Ever walked into a room full of tension? No one had to tell you there was tension in the room. You could feel it. Ever walked into a room full of joy? You can feel that too. We feel the vibrations of other people all the time. We create vibes and we receive them. We attract people with our vibe and we turn off and repel people with our vibe. I know that you've experienced this at least once in your life where you met someone and immediately did not click, just didn't like their vibe. And you've probably experienced meeting someone that you loved their energy, their aura, and their vibration. Here are the top 10 ways to raise your vibration now. If you apply these techniques into your daily life, it's guaranteed that you will experience an unbelievable transformation and you will be able to create results beyond your imagination. That's a pretty bold statement, but I know it works. It's worked for me and several of my students. It will work for you too, my friend. Number 1. Gratitude. I know. That's what everyone says, but it's totally true. My mom used to tell me to be grateful all the time as a kid growing up. It would come on the heels of me being disappointed that I didn't get something or get to do something. And I remember getting so ticked when she would say, just be grateful, Janny. But it was because I didn't understand why and I didn't understand how, and it felt like too big of a leap at the moment. So let me tell you why to do it and how to do it right in the moment of feeling crappy. Here's why. It is literally impossible to be in a bad mood or put off a negative vibration when you are being grateful or feeling grateful for what is present in your life. When you feel a little off and not showing up as your highest vibration, you just aren't. Just notice what happens when it happens. Notice how it gets even worse as the day goes on. It's like you start out in a bad mood, then the car breaks down, you're late for work, and the boss put a short notice meeting on your calendar, and the hits just keep on coming all day long. Am I right? Have you been there? What is happening is that when we get stuck in that low vibe funk, everything looks different as it's happening. Everything takes on different meaning and provides our brain evidence that our life is crap. When you notice yourself in this scenario again, do this. Spend 2 minutes writing down the things that you are grateful for presently in your life right now. Right now, in that moment, just stop and breathe and write. You will begin to feel a shift. For example, instead of being mad that your car broke down, be thankful that you even have a car. Be thankful for the mechanics who can fix it or a friend who can help you out. When your boss throws you a short notice meeting on your calendar, be grateful for your career and that you are smart and that you can figure things out. I'm not saying be grateful your car broke down, but find space, and in that space for things to be grateful for so that you can shift out of that low vibration and take charge of how the rest of your day is going to go. If you can't think of anything to be grateful for in that moment, write down your top 5 memories or experiences that have brought you joy at various times of your life. Really give this a try this week. It's pretty magical. Number 2, get more sleep. Creating and inviting and attracting abundance into your life takes time and energy and effort. You need to rest. Not only will you feel more energized, but you also will have physically surrendered enough during your sleep to let go of the things that are frustrating or overwhelming you. Everyone feels better after a good night's sleep. Things always look different after a restful night. Make sleep a priority and not something that you sacrifice ever. Just decide that you are going to make this a priority and start setting up some soothing rituals around sleep. Turn your phone off. Don't answer it after a certain time. For me, that's 8 o'clock. I'm already winding down. I will not let myself rev back up and start all over again. This one is non-negotiable for me. Number 3, drink more water. This is a tough one for me. I'm going to be very frank and admit that I do not enjoy drinking water. It takes a lot of effort for me to do this, and so I get it if this sounds a little tough and out there for you as well. But here's why this works. Lack of water or dehydration creates brain fog. Our body is about 60% water. Our brain is 70% water. Even a little dehydration can cause a big change in the mental and physical performance of your daily activities. Water energizes you when you start feeling lethargic. Water flushes toxins from your body, and all of those things will put you on a higher vibration. Number 4, get your nature on. Being with nature grounds you. Being in dirt and leaves and flowers and trees is the cure for any bad vibe hanging around you. Feeling the funk coming on? Go for a walk in the park. Listen to the birds and feel the breeze on your face, the heat of the sun, even on a cool day. Number 5, get rid of the stuff that does not serve you. Clearing the clutter out of your life is a quick way to up-level your vibration. Empty out all of those junk drawers and cupboards. Sort through all of the belongings and decide what you're going to either sell or give to charity. By getting rid of the old, you are making way for new and exciting things in your life. Start today. Notice the things that you have in your space and notice if you feel energized by them or drained by them, and that get rid of them. Number 6, move your body. The body releases happy hormones when you exercise. It's a fabulous way to feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, it clears the path to attract more good into your life. Number 7, love. Tell your friends and your family that you love them. Expressing love boosts your vibration at an incredibly accelerated pace. Don't believe me? Give it a try. Number 8, meditate. Now, don't stop listening here. Hang with me. There are so many ways to meditate. It does not have to be sitting cross-legged on the floor burning incense. You know what I mean? One of the most effective methods of meditation is just to surrender as if you're going to sleep. This is where you tap into the alpha, the level of brain frequency, and your vibration is in alignment with the flow of the universe. Now, that sounded like a lot of woo, and I'm wild about the woo, but there is actually science to back all of that up, I promise. Here is how I think about meditation, and you can adapt it to your own personal beliefs, but here's mine. When I want to talk to God, I pray. When I want to listen, I meditate. And that can take any form or shape that you choose. The point is to get quiet in the brain, slow the roll of thoughts, be so inside of your soul that you feel your pulse in your fingertip. You can feel the rise of your chest when you breathe. It's really cool to be feeling your own self in that way. I get it if you feel like go, go, go is more your speed, but we are up-leveling our vibration, and this is a simple and doable way to do it. This was another one that was challenging for me, so I recommend just starting out with a couple of minutes at a time and just gradually add more time over time. All right, number 9, learn to say no. In episode 24, I talked about people pleasing. Nothing good comes from it. Saying yes when we mean to say no sucks the energy out of us. Raising your vibration is as much about trying new things as it is distancing yourself from things that deplete your energy. This is something both my husband and I have had to work on. At one point in our careers, we found ourselves coming and going with all of the events we were going to. We noticed that we weren't spending time doing the things that re-energized us, the things we enjoyed doing. Our brain wants us to think that if we say no or decline an invitation, that people will think something negative about us, or that they will feel bad or sad that we said no, or that it means something about us if we say no. And none of this is true. Keep in mind that people really don't spend as much time thinking about you as you think they do. And I mean that in the most loving way. All of those thoughts are old wiring, the part of the brain that is wired for survival and still believes that there is safety in numbers and all those things. It's part of the brain that wants us to be amiable, to fit in, to not be cast out of the group. That's all that's going on. Listen, if your friend is really sitting around thinking about why you said no to something she asked you to do, that's not your problem to solve anyway. Here's a really great way to say no. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for thinking of me. Keep me in mind for next time, but I have other plans. It's easy. Practice it. I actually had a friend who would invite me to go trail riding with her and a group of her friends at least once a month, every month, like clockwork. She would ask, and I would say, thank you for thinking of me. Keep me in mind for next time, but I have other plans. And I did have other plans. I had 4 horses at the time, and I was adamant about keeping them all worked and worked out, and I could ride 2 or 3 horses in the time that I could take 1 horse on a trail ride. Now, I did go a few times, but my point is that I didn't ever say yes when I meant no. When I did say yes, it was because I really wanted to be there. Anytime you wish you would have said no, and you said yes, you really lower the vibration and it just feels icky. So learn to say no. It creates so much more space for abundance in your life. It actually is a scarcity mindset that has you saying yes. Think about it. Number 10, thought downloads. We think over 60,000 thoughts a day. We are not aware of all of them. When we think a thought, we release a chemistry in our body, and that's what produces our feelings and emotions. It's how we feel nervous and get the butterflies. Here's the deal. We may not be aware of the thought that is creating our current results until we do a stream of consciousness thought download. Now, I'm not talking about a pretty little journal entry. I'm talking about just letting it rip. Just write it all out. No editing, no judgment. Just get all the thoughts out of your head and onto paper. Once you have those thoughts out of your head and onto paper, you can find the ones that are creating the emotions that are not serving you. You can find the ones creating the indulgent emotions, the low octane and low vibration emotions. Then you can take action to create thoughts that do serve you. All right, my friends, this is a little more than 10 minutes, but this is some very doable, actionable stuff that you can start today that will raise your vibration and raise the quality of life that you invite, create, and attract. All right, my friends, have the best week ever. That's a wrap of the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast. I hope that you were able to experience your own mind shift today. Listen, if you're ready to take this work to the next level, I highly recommend Life by Design Academy. It's my one-on-one coaching program that offers you a transformation at the speed of life.